Hello everyone, I'm the NFC and this is Blue Lions TV, and today I'm bringing you guys another transfer daily video. Now there's a ton of things to talk about in this video. I'm going to be talking about Marco Asensio links, WIllian's potential move to Manchester United, Bernard from Shakhtar Donetsk potentially being a target for Chelsea in January, Zidane potentially wanting Marcos Alonso at Real Madrid, and Messi wanting Eden Hazard at Barcelona. Now it's been reported by Don Balón, yes, that paper, that Asensio is threatening to leave Real Madrid because of a lack of playing time and he's unhappy with Zinedine Zidane's treatment of him. If you guys don't know, Real Madrid have been pretty poor so far. They're 10 points behind the league leaders, and to be fair, it's pretty obvious why they're poor in my opinion, because Ronaldo's being used as more of a striker with his back to goal, similar to how Portugal used him in the Euros, and it's like, why do you want Ronaldo playing as a striker like that? He gets on the end of moves, that's how he made his name. Sometimes decisions in football really baffle me from a tactical aspect, but Asensio isn't happy that he hasn't been playing as much. Now, there is a 72 million clause in his contract. What do I think of Asensio? I think he's a good player. Do I think that he's kind of been overhyped by a lot of people? Overhyped in the sense that maybe people are overinflating his abilities because maybe it's the first time they've seen Real Madrid play. Even though he is a very good player, I'm not denying that, but you know, too often in football there's so many hyperboles thrown around. He does have a 72 million release clause, which is a lot of money, but again, Asensio has even come out today clarifying these reports. In these reports he states, Morata's case is very different than mine. When he returned to Madrid, he wanted to be more important. I am just 21, just starting out in this. I always want to take advantage of the playing time I get from the coach, whether 15 or 20 minutes or when starting, so that I can be counted on for important games in the future, which is a very good approach to have, and it's showing that Zidane does trust him due to using him so much last season. Now of course he is under pressure, they're not performing well, so naturally the manager isn't going to use some of the squad options available to him. Do I see Asensio joining Chelsea though? I don't think that's going to happen, you guys, and again it's small Don Balón reports coming out. Moving on to the next story, and that is WIllian's move to Manchester United. Now these reports are really intensifying a lot, and I have been stating that either WIllian or Pedro will be leaving in the future. It looks more likely that WIllian will be the preferable option. I mean, it's kind of obvious to you guys. Conte clearly hasn't rated WIllian as much since he's joined the club. Last season he didn't start as many games. This season he's starting even less, and it looks like the club think they could actually earn some money from him and actually selling him on when there's interest in him. Now, reports have come out that WIllian was holding talks with Palmeiras, a Brazilian club, but WIllian actually came out on Twitter in a very classy manner to just disprove those rumours. Mourinho though is interested at bringing WIllian to Manchester United. He thinks that WIllian would be a better alternative to Mkhitaryan in the system he wants to play, with his work rate and his ability to carry the ball from long distances. But preferably Chelsea would prefer to sell WIllian to any Chinese clubs because they know that's where the money is. Chelsea feel that they can get decent money for WIllian, especially if other clubs are interested in him, and they actually use that attention and the potential transfer to make a move for Lucas Moura. Now, I have said that Conte prefers Di Maria and wants him because he feels he'd suit the system better, but with Chelsea they're thinking Lucas Moura is a cheaper alternative. But with Chelsea they're thinking that Lucas Moura is younger, and he's 5 years younger than WIllian, and he'd make more sense long term for Chelsea. WIllian does want more playing time, so he might be swayed to leave for Manchester United, and he stated that Mourinho was interested in bringing him in during the summer, but he rejected the advances. Now with Mourinho, his other target was Ivan Perisic, but he preferably preferred to go for WIllian, a guy that's already playing in the Premier League, someone he's worked with and have a very good relationship. Now, do I think that WIllian may potentially join Manchester United? Well, with this rumour, I don't think there's any smoke without fire, and I do feel that there's things happening behind the scenes. And of course, you guys, it's not every single video where I'm able to get access to exclusive information or I get told information behind the scenes. And a lot of times it's me giving my thoughts and opinions on current transfer rumours or potential targets. I do think, from my personal opinion, that WIllian will be leaving, and I do think Manchester United is the likely outcome for WIllian. Moving on to the next story, and that is Bernard from Shakhtar Donetsk. Now, Bernard was linked with us a few years back. He did reject us to sign for Shakhtar, and even though he hasn't been lighting the league on fire, it's only this season where he starts to really show his form and potential. Now, he's in the final year of his contract, he is able to sign a pre-contract agreement, but what Shakhtar are likely trying to do is they're trying to sell him before he can leave on a free, so he'd only be available for 11.5 million. Now, Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool are linked with the services. Again, to me, for my personal opinion, I do feel like the player does want to move. His agent has stated that he would like to stay in Europe because he was linked with going back to Brazil, and I think with them releasing how much he'd be available for is putting this player on the market to let clubs know that he is available. Now with Chelsea, it's no surprise that we'd be linked with players that play in positions because we are looking for reinforcements in that area and replacements in those attacking positions. Do I think Bernard's going to come to Chelsea? I don't see that happening. I think the club has other targets, which I've disclosed in the January transfer window video I've done and the summer transfer window video I've released. So if you guys haven't seen that, go into the channel and look and watch those videos. Moving on to the next story, and again it's another Don Balón story. It's saying that Zinedine Zidane wants to bring in Marcos Alonso to Real Madrid. He's not particularly happy with Marcelo's form and he feels that a good alternative, someone that could challenge for that position, is viable. Now Marcos Alonso did come from Real Madrid's academy, his dad's played there as well, he's got a lot of affinity and history with the club. Alonso earlier stated in the past month that he doesn't see himself staying in the Premier League forever and he would like a return to La Liga in the future. Now there's no surprise that reports of Barcelona and Real Madrid have come. In a way it's kind of natural because if he was to leave, he wouldn't be going to a Sevilla or going to an Osasuna. And Real Madrid do have a habit of bringing back players that have played for the club. Still, there isn't a lot to this story at all in terms of any concrete information. Of course, there's not going to be any concrete information because it is Don Balón. But I'm just making my own logical conclusions because Alonso, maybe if given the chance or opportunity to play for a Barcelona or Real Madrid, he might be thinking, well, if I do go to those clubs, I'm playing in La Liga, I've got a better chance at playing first team for the national team, and also I'll be playing for a very top club in my home country. And it's well stated that Chelsea are looking for left wing back alternatives. Now we were trying to go in for Alexandro, the club haven't given up with that, and it's obvious to me that if Alexandro did sign, Alonso would have become the second choice left wing back. So in a way it's really going to depend on what player we bring in. Is he going to be a first choice replacement, like a massive upgrade, or is he going to challenge for the first team spot? I think that's really going to determine whether Alonso decides to stay at Chelsea or leave, especially when the club know that they can make a big profit on Marcos Alonso if he was available in the transfer market. Moving on to the next story, and again it's another Don Balón report, and they're saying that Messi wants Hazard at Barcelona. Now Messi would prefer Hazard over Coutinho and Griezmann as he feels that he could really complement the attack of him, Suarez and Dembele, as he's able to move into central positions and play out wide, and he feels that it'd be a very fluid front four if that was to happen, especially as Hazard would play on the left as Messi is playing up front with Suarez in a 4-4-2 system. Now that is kind of crazy to imagine Hazard on the left, Messi up front with Suarez and Dembele on the right. But again, even when I was reading the report, it was quite funny because it's like Messi's opinion. Messi wants this, Messi wants that. No say from the manager or his opinion. At the same time, is it that crazy to really think that Messi does have a lot of power in decisions? He was the reason why Barcelona did bring in the Argentinian manager, Gerardo Martino, from his favourite club back in Argentina, Newell's Old Boys. So it's no surprise that he would have power. Also, it's been documented by Pep Guardiola himself that Messi was the one that suggested to him to let him play up front. Now, it was no surprise to me why Ibrahimovic wouldn't have been happy because that effectively took his place out of the team from Barcelona. Now, I'm only stating these examples to let you know that Messi having power at Barcelona isn't a crazy thing to imagine. But anyway, that's going to end today's Transfer Daily video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't. Spam that like button. And also you guys, if you haven't pressed the bell notification sign, it's right there. It literally takes less than a second. Press it and stay notified to all things Blue Lions TV, because a lot of people still aren't getting notified to any of my videos. For example, the amount of messages I was getting on Twitter in my DMs in regards to when's that summer transfer video being released was kind of baffling because I released it on a Sunday and people didn't even get notifications and they weren't aware. And a lot of people aren't getting aware of videos coming out on the channel. So if you guys have watched more than 3 of my videos, it's about time to press that bell notification sign. Anyway, you guys, I'm the EFC. This is Blue Lions TV. Signing out.